Hey, how's it going, folks? Now, I hope you guys are enjoying. Let me just adjust this camera, tilt it a lot better. Yep, there you go. I'm a bit more horizontal. Wink, wink. Anywho, this topic has raised probably like 3-4 days ago, and it's about um, one of my ex-classmates uh, who reached out to me because I wanted to make a Facebook, what's their request on wanting to make videos. And he stated that, man, I've always wanting to reach out to you, but I never get the chance, or I'm wanting to message you and see how it goes. And I learned my lesson in the past that don't reply message straight away and think thoroughly, like before, and make sure that you're not regretting or create dramas. And I said to myself, fuck it, let it out, because he wants to know how am I going and this and that. And I told him, so now about a bit about the context. We were both studying social work, and I'm surprised that he was thinking about me because I wasn't a really close friends with him. As in social work, there's too many ideologies, philosophy people believes in, and I never blend in really well. And he was more of a lefty, and what's that word? Just a very disagreement, doesn't like what I say. So I was really surprised that he wanted to talk to me. So basically, I think I need lights so this AI can pick it up even more. Then I replied to him the next day and saying that, oh, I'm surprised that you were thinking about me as a former classmate, even though we have different views. To be honest with you, I struggled to get back to my normal life after 6 months after I dropped out the course. But yeah, and he replied back saying, "Oh, just cause we don't have a different philosophy, but I was good to him, and one of the moments is like, oh, I wish we could play squash together." But when I go through this sort of message, and it brought so much flashback memories of my uni, how fucked up it was, because this guy was one of them, like a full lefty, and I zip my mouth. He knows in and out so much. However, I never, come to passion, but the frustration, the anger, the traumatized that I went through in the course. When I went to social work, I really wanted to help instead of having these lectures of killing all men or get rid of all men. Being a heterosexual or being a male is a crime. And, you kind of understand where I'm coming from. And obviously that night I just been thinking about how much I pulled up with all this crap these guys put on me. And, my classmates been telling me that he had to apologize for being white in the class, for being a white male. And all the guys have to be apologized to stood up. Like, there's 50% of the population is men. And I'm just there, I'm like, fuck, man, like, it's not only just family or mums or single ladies issue, man, or kids, man. There's also fellas. But, however, the services are a lot more, the social services are a lot more there towards the females. Because regardless if they're homeless or domestic violence, they're less likely to survive on their own on the streets compared to a male. I'm not sure why the AI, up there it goes, moving again, and that's one of the reasons why that I decided to honest about it. I was traumatized with that course and feeling like I'm the shittest of the society member. I was not normal after the course, let's just put it that way. I saw how teachers, how they manipulate the stories. And you can't tell if the teachers is telling the right story or the wrong information. And once I've caught the teacher bringing out the wrong information, but I zipped my mouth, but I wrote it on my assessment. But you know what? Looking back at it now, I'm glad that I left that course, because with this coronavirus, recession, or depression, you can't solve any of those problems, even worse, because you can't get out the house freely, because Australia is stage 3 at the moment. I'm not sure why. The camera's not picking up again. Sorry, I'm frozen right now. And yeah, that's one of the things that I like to share this moment.